8:45. My first training session's at 10. So I have like 30 to 40 minutes to not only get ready, but to hang out here for a little bit and then go back upstairs, work at my desk a little bit. And then let's see. This is how I've always brushed my hair when it gets super tangly. I separate it, twist it up, and brush it out one layer at a time. But I think it's kind of a random thing. I mostly am here. Just wanted to hop on and say good morning to everybody, or hello, and hopefully everyone's having a pretty good day so far. I know I need to chop off, need to cut, some of the ends of my hair. My hair is looking kind of unrefined these days. I've let it kind of go for a long time. I only get a haircut like once a year, if that. And hi. Nice to meet you. Your profile's name is Goat. Let's see. Nice to have you here. Awesome, thank you. I hope that you'll like my channel, and let me know what you'd like to see related to fitness and nutrition. That's mostly what my channel is about. Well, at least now it is. I know I have other things listed on my bio too, like business administration and psychology are also things that I am educated in. However, I kind of feel like I only know the tip of the iceberg related to those topics. And so, but I'm sort of switched into fitness and nutrition, and that's what my business is. So I'm a personal trainer. I have some in-person clients. I kind of like to just keep it to 4 in-person clients because that kind of is just enough to have a baseline revenue amount, but it's not too much to where I'm like driving like a crazy woman all the time. Oh, thank you. Nice. But it's just enough to like keep my schedule kind of interesting, I guess you could say. But yeah, so what was I going to say also? So I was gonna say I have in-person clients, but I also have my online transformation program, as well as my monthly fitness and nutrition challenge. So I'm heavily trying to promote that here because they are really helpful for people who are online. And so if you're finding me here online, chances are you're not local to me, so you couldn't be an in-person personal training client of mine, but you could be an online client of mine. And So yeah, I am just wanting to let people know about that, as I am rigorously brushing the tangles out of my hair, trying to get ready right now. Any tips to reduce face fat? Well, if you think about it, if you've got face fat, you've probably got a good amount of fat everywhere else on your body too, and so reducing just your overall body fat in general, most of the time that can be solved with upping your protein intake and drinking a lot more water. And so if you do just those two things, that should help a ton. So give that a go and let me know if after a week or two you do or don't see a difference. It's got to be, the tips and advice and whatnot that I give have got to be relatively easy to take action on, and I think that's a good place to start, is upping your protein and your water. Good question. I mean, just for example too, I'm having one of these oikos that has 15 grams of protein, and I put in a little bit of honey and a little bit of mixed fancy nuts, and so you got your carbs, fats, and proteins all in one meal. It's very satiating. And then I had a protein shake on top of that, and those are kind of the protein shake, and then I have a protein bar like first thing in the morning, are probably the only like processed things that I am having right now. Let's see, I am lean overall. Are you on Insta? Yeah, look up Madeline Hatch 21. That's my Insta, and you can see my stuff there as well. I am 150 pounds, so I do eat 90 grams of protein. Okay. See, so yeah, if anybody wants to reach out to me or say hi or talk to me on Instagram, my IG is Madeline Hatch 21. So it's the name that you see here, my first and last name, 21. Oh, cool, thank you. So yeah, if you're already eating about 90 grams a day, you could just up that even more. If you're 150 pounds, which I'm about like 145 to 147, so I'm pretty close to that too, and I have about 120 to 140 grams of protein a day, so and a lot of people would say like, oh yeah, they would say that I'm super lean. 5'6", yeah, I'm like 5'7.5", so we're really close in a lot of our metrics. Oh my goodness, my hair has been kind of getting on my nerves because the ends are so frayed, but like I don't know how to cut hair, obviously, and I've really not have given myself the permission, because I think that once I do start cutting, I may or may not stop, and then I may or may not like do a good job. But I think that's kind of just the initial fear that you feel when doing something new or whatnot. So I think I kind of have just got to Gotta take that chance and finally cut my own hair. I think the last time I cut my own hair, I was like no, I'm not on mute. Someone on, what do you call it? Snapchat was trying to call me, and so I guess it turns off my sound, which is really silly. I don't like when people call me on Snapchat. I really don't appreciate that. Like, it's always people that I don't know. And I've just been randomly added to a group that I don't want to be a part of. And so the fact that I get called at just random times. Let's see, it's almost 9. And I just got this big knot here. It's like dry hair, and it just gets so, yikes. I almost think I should go shorter. I've always had a fear of going short with my hair because I just haven't wanted my body to look bigger than my head, and I've always thought like having long fluffy hair makes my head look bigger than my body, which I'd prefer. I mean, not even my head, but you know what I mean, just like my silhouette, it just makes my head look bigger than my body, or proportional, I should say. I kind of feel like when I weigh this much, which a lot of people will be like, you're not even that big, but when you actually like fit into your frame, or you're a little bit smaller than your own frame, you're like your bone stature, that's like what looks the best. But most people are like much bigger, and I feel like I'm kind of like on my bigger side. I would not like to go any heavier than this. And so it makes me afraid of cutting my hair to like, you know, something like that, because one, my hair is already super flat, and so if I were to like chop it, you know, to there, so that it's like just to there, it just makes my body look so much bigger, and like my head looks so much smaller, and I don't know. But it's just one of those things I've been super insecure about, so I don't do it. I don't understand. How can I support there on Instagram? I don't know. What are my options of being supported? Like, how can you show more engagement there? I'm kind of confused. See, I'm just gonna put a little bit of eyeliner on. I don't like to do too much. Oh, you say the options. Yeah, I guess I'm kind of confused about. I mean, I guess engage with my posts then, I suppose. I mean, are we talking like monetarily support or like to get my engagement higher? Let's see. That is very sweet though. Oh my goodness. Like it's starting to get really warm. To like crack a window, get some air in here. It's getting really stuffy. Okay, so I think that's all I'm gonna do for yeah. Yeah, just like sharing, commenting, liking, whatever. Yeah, maybe I'll just start small. I don't even like, where do I even have a pair of scissors? Got these little itty bitty ones. That's gonna take forever though. You see, like, easily my hair gets so tangly. So, I don't know, I think this is the year that I don't go into a professional haircut and I kind of just experiment with it myself because it costs so much damn money to go get a hair trim. Like, I know I went to a really fancy place last year and the year before that for a haircut, but I swear it was like almost like close to 200. And so once I did that, I was like, oh my god, okay. That was a bit much. And so I just don't think I have the budget for that right now. I don't have the time or the budget or the capacity to go get a haircut when I can just, which is what I'm doing like with my workouts too. So like when I'm at home, I feel like I get so much more done because I can just, I work from home, I work out from home, I cut my hair from home, I eat at home, like everything is done at home, which helps a ton with time and logistics and cost, expenses, I mean, so. Okay, so looks a little bit better. I might just eventually start going a little bit shorter over time. It's like the under part of my hair, I don't know if like if my hair just needs to be a little bit softer, a little bit silky, a little silky softer, like, cause like if I just chop off what is tangly, I'm just gonna end up cutting all of my hair off, you know, cause like all of it gets tangly all the way up to here, sometimes all the way up to the root. So not really willing to do all of that. I really also just would like to be a little bit more low maintenance and a little bit cuter. But I like the color, keeping the color. I'm not gonna start getting into color changing. And so, but I do need to like fuzzy and chaotic that is. And like, I remember when I hadn't cut my hair for like 4 years and it was just long, dead, and just so unrefined. And then I got a pretty good haircut before my bodybuilding show so that it would look nice. And I just thought like, all right, that's my new thing. I'm just gonna go get haircuts once a year to keep it refined. Keep it pretty, refined, all of that. And so here's, I think this would have been year 3 of going in and getting a haircut. But it's just too expensive. I cannot afford that right now. And and if I'm trying to be low maintenance, because I just think low maintenance looks good, then let's catch up on. Wow, I got a lot of comments in the meantime. Good morning. Hello, Eric. As you say, Eric says hi. Maddie is. Okay. I mean, yeah, but I usually like to just go by my full name. And then Taryn says hi. How are you? Yeah. Kitchen on to Maddie too. Theorem says hi there. Hello. I'm going for a car ride racing, F1 racing in Monaco today. What about you? That's awesome. I will be working today. As one does on a Monday. Trying to grow my business. I am really tempted though. But I think I'll just cut it pretty slowly. Like, I think I want all of this gone. This is all just so dead and just lost its life, you know? Whereas I feel like all the liveliness is like a little bit more up here, and then I can like, maybe if I go up to here, then my hair won't be so dead. And so, okay, so I cut about maybe half to a whole inch or so, and got some cramps kicking in now. That's great. Cut off about a little bit, but I think as the weeks go on, I'll just kind of slowly cut it off. I mean, I would just do it right now, but I'm not trying to jump scare myself, you know? Not trying to do too much. A little bit at a time, and kind of have some fun with it. Like I think what I'm really trying to get at is that I never do anything with my hair. The only thing I've been doing lately is like heatless overnight curls, but even that kind of like isn't working so well because my hair is so long and dead. So I imagine if I if it was just like long enough to actually have fun with it. If I just allowed myself to have some fun with doing my own style, you know, like just experimenting with my own hair, because I've never had that phase where I experiment with my own hair, and I've just honestly have always had it something like this, or back, or up in a bun, or braids or something. And I'm gonna sneeze. Ugh, these allergies. Oh, these allergies are kicking my ass. I have to go take some, what do you call it? Claritin. There we go. So yeah, most of the time I'll just have my hair up like this. So yeah, I just think like it's time. I've decided for myself it's time for a haircut. It's time for something where I can keep it down and cute and playful and flirtatious and all that. And my hair right now is just not doing that for me. So, and I just have never experimented with my hair, and that surprises me so much, because I hear so many people like just love to experiment, and they just do crazy colors, hairstyles, and all these things, and I've just never done that. Here I'm 31 and I've never experimented with my hair. My sister has had red hair. She's had all sorts of different colors of hair. She's had it super cute and just like super refined in so many different ways, and I have yet to do any of that. So as my personal development is evolving and my business is growing, and therefore my identity is changing, all that fun stuff. There's cat hair everywhere. Then I am also evolving myself. So, what type of person do you date? What do you look for in a man? Well, let me preface with this. I'm already dating somebody right now. He's in the other room right now. If you can't hear him talking. He's on a work call meeting. There's seriously hair everywhere. Like, oh my gosh. These cats. These cats drive me nuts with their hair. They're so cute. Like, this one is still on my chair. Luckily, I have 2 chairs. And then this one's over here. They shed so much. But I guess to better answer your question, I forgot where I put my glasses, but I can't see. What type of person? Well, if we're going by body, what bodies look like, I thought I was really into tall people, hella tall people. I dated a 6'7" German at one point. That's the tallest I've ever dated. And I then dated someone who was like 6'2" maybe, so it kind of came down. Oh no, here he comes. And then I now am dating someone who's 5'10". Yeah. And I find that pretty perfect height for me, being 5'7.5". Yeah, I don't think my cats understand that we're trying to have a conversation here, and so they just stand right in front of the camera. Let's see. But then in terms of what do I look for in their personality, oh my gosh, I have, in the 10 years that I've been actually serious dating, not plus like the years before that of not serious dating, but in the years of serious dating, oh. Oh my gosh, please go away. I've learned that they have to be kind, they have to be empathetic and understanding. Oh my gosh, I cannot deal with lack of empathy and understanding of what I'm going through. I have been there, done that, and I cannot stand it anymore. And so, and I look for someone who, I mean, it sounds kind of strange, but someone who has been through stuff, you know, so that they aren't so absorbed in their own perfect world. It's like they have to have been through their own deep, dark journey and have had to come out of it being a better person, if that makes sense. And so the person I'm with now he's been through a lot. I mean, maybe not a lot, but just like his own personal journey of development. Like I need someone who has taken the time to evolve and try to be a better person over time, not just take their life circumstances and say, oh, screw that, and screw them, and, you know, take personal accountability. I have needed to be with someone who makes me laugh, who I make them laugh, who like doesn't mind laughing at my stuff, because I like to be funny too. It's not always just about like they need to entertain me. It's like, no, I like making people laugh too, and so he needs to be able to like laugh at my jokes, and he's my current boyfriend loves my jokes and loves to laugh at what I do, and whether I'm being cutesy or dry humor or whatever, it's like no matter what, it's just he always gets it and he laughs and thinks I'm funny, and that makes me happy. So has to be respectful in like every situation possible. Has to stand up for himself and has to communicate well, and what else? Yeah, it kind of encapsulates him pretty well. So hopefully that gives you an idea too of what other people are looking for in a partner potentially, and how, you know, from my perspective, you can see how this applies to who you need to be in order to be a good partner for someone else, right? I'm assuming that's why you're asking. And so hopefully that helps. It gives you some deep insight into all of that. So let's see, hopefully you're all drinking your water. All right, guys, if I'm drinking about 4 of these a day, and these are, this one's about 1.9 liters, so roughly 2 liters of water. That would be 2, 4, 6, 8. Wait. Yeah. Yeah, about 8. 8 liters, that sounds like a lot. 3, 6. I'll have to do the math on this a little bit. But basically, drinking a lot of water, so at least 3 to 4 of those a day. Maybe that's what I'm doing. Maybe only doing like 3. 2, 4, 6, because that sounds a little bit more like how many liters I'm drinking a day. So anyways, I have this brush here, and my cats and their fur. Whew. I have taken on part ownership of these cats because they kind of came with the boyfriend. It was a 3-for-1, if you will. Like, I brushed him for that long, and there's already that much that much fur that just came off of him. Like I'm telling you guys, these cats shed so much. It's like I love them, but I hate them at the same time. Like I have got better things to do than to be paying attention to all of the fur that comes off of them. So yeah, anyways, thank you all for coming in and subscribing if you haven't already. And let me know what you guys would like to talk about, especially if it's related to fitness and nutrition. I am a personal trainer. I am in the Bay Area of California, and I have started my own LLC so that I can work for myself, and I have started a online transformation program to transform your habits, your mindset, as well as your body. So seriously. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting my trash cans right here. So yeah, I'm here to hang out with everybody, you know, to make new friends and to get a feel for what's going on out in the world, one person at a time. But I'm also really hoping I can find somebody who needs help and who has not been able to get help from anywhere else, and who likes and knows and trusts me enough to work with me to get your fitness and nutrition into a good standing. So now I'm gonna brush him. So let me see. I love your eyes. Oh, thank you. How do you pronounce your name? Malku? Jeez. It's like... I'm going to Monaco on Wednesday for shopping in F1 racing cars. That's pretty cool. And, you know, what's really funny about this cat, about Prince, is that he has always really liked being pet rough. You know how some cats are like, ooh, don't touch me. You know, like you go to pet them and they're like, they like avoid you completely. Well, this cat's the opposite. He wants you to pet him like for hours on end and as rough as you possibly can. He loves it. However, once I start getting this thing on him and I start petting him with it, it's rough and it's like, it's not super pleasant. So he's like always like, I don't know how I feel about this. Like, I don't know if I like this or not. Yeah, here he is. So, super random. I probably could be doing something a little bit more useful. I kind of am doing something useful with my time by hopping on here and talking to all of you guys. This is a good use of my time. It is. So I am kind of just multitasking. I know I always want to brush out these cats as much as possible because their shedding is insane, especially right before summertime, so makes sense, right? Ayush says, where are you from? I am from the US. I'm in California. All right. Let's see the damage on this thing. How about you, Ayush? Where are you from? Wow. And the funny thing is when I start using this thing on them, they don't really want to be around me as much. See, like now they're not on my lap anymore, they're over there. they kind of don't like it. So, I mean, if it keeps them away from me for right now while I'm like trying not to be allergic to them, then there we go. Oh, cool. So you're in the US too. There's just a lot of people who, I don't know if I should speak from like how, big of a scope am I speaking from. So you've been to Sydney, Melbourne. I've not been there. So I'm guessing you're talking about Australia. But let's see, I think I do have to go here pretty soon. What's the cat's name? So there's Prince and there's Sleepy. Prince is the black one. Sleepy is the more of the tabby looking one. Let's see, I love traveling a lot. I traveled 17 countries. That's crazy cool. Good for you. I kind of hope to wish, well, do I really even want to travel that much? I kind of wonder sometimes. If it wasn't so damn expensive, I would. So yeah. In which sector are you employed? I guess I am a fitness and nutrition coach, or otherwise known as a personal trainer. I hope that answers your question. Like, which industry do I work in? I work as a personal trainer. I change lives by getting people comfortable with their bodies. Bags are best. This is the one I was bragging about.
Yeah, very pretty.
Oh, you do too. Because someone was asking, what do you look for in a partner? And I was like, well, or was it? It was pretty far back. Oh, what type do you date and what do you look for in a man? And I was like, oh, well, not that I have to look for anybody. I kind of already found him. Yeah.
Okay, I gotta go get breakfast.
Okay. I heard it's going to be like 85 degrees today.
Yeah, I think it's getting hot.
So we're going to have to like keep the room cold. Yeah, I should probably get ready for my 10 a.m. personal training session. So I'll hop off for now. It was nice to talk to everybody. Hopefully, if you haven't already subscribed, it's either here or up here. I don't know. But yeah, everybody say goodbye to the kitties. I'll hop on later, possibly do a workout if anybody is interested. But yeah, if anybody was interested in the transformation program, the link is in my profile. Or go to my Instagram and DM me there that you're interested or you know someone who would really benefit from getting their life back on track, setting up good habits, all that good stuff. Trying to build muscle because as a society we are losing our muscle, and there's just a great deal of problems that we're all going to run into if we don't turn this ship around right now and start developing more of a culture around health and taking care of yourself and exercising, eating healthy, all that good stuff. So very, very deeply passionate about this. And the stats and things that are coming out about the state of health that we're all in right now, if we keep going on this trajectory of eating processed foods and not sleeping well at night and doom scrolling too much and all these different things that are brand new to us and they're not supposed to technically be in our life. They don't really make our life any easier. The thing about innovating and becoming a modern society is that it is supposed to, the things that we come up with are supposed to make our life easier. That's the reason why they exist, right? And so we have all these conveniences. Some of them aren't actually that good for us, and one of them being processed food because it's non-perishable most of the time. It has a longer lasting shelf life, but the preservatives and things that are in there to keep it that way are not good for us. And then I don't know why this is seen as a convenience, but there's just sweets and things that taste good to our taste buds, so it makes us want to have it even more. But the thing is like it's just causing more problems in the long run than we realize. And so I don't know if anybody else is deeply passionate about this topic too. But yeah, it kind of just needs to kind of just come down a little bit. We're a little on the extreme side. We just need to moderate a little bit more. So yeah, and I think about all the people who it's deeply affecting and they don't have that kind of support, and they want to work with someone who gets it and someone who has the right program for them that just resonates with them deeply. And so yeah, if you or someone you know, I don't mean to sound like an info commercial, but I've set up a very simple program and I have lots of knowledge and I have all the tips and tools that you could need to transform and make your life just baseline better, right? Because if this is baseline and your life is down here and you're just in the shits of all these bad habits and you just want your life to be baseline, that's where I'll bring you to. Baseline, consistent, happy, more than just surviving. We're now getting to a baseline of thriving. And yeah, sometimes working with people in terms of like a coaching program like this is a lot better than working with a product that's a one-time use. Getting one of those sweatbands. For some reason, people have a hard time working with each other because we have a hard time getting along with each other. We'd rather just get a product or a cream or a pill or something that would just solve the problem because it's less conversation. But the thing is like conversation and having people to support you during a journey like this, way better for your mental health, way better for your emotional health. Like even if you fall apart and you are crying half the time because you have so much, deep stuff that you have to work through, that's the whole point, right? Like that's the reason why us coaches exist. It's not because you have to show up already perfect. It's you show up as the mess that you are and you are asking for help, and us coaches have the objectivity that you need and the tips and tools that will help you get to a better place. So that is my deep passion and understanding for this part of our lives that most of us ignore. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out. Bye.